One of the questions I get asked most often is one that comes from the broker owner. Because I don't know if you all know this or not, but about 450 broker owners chose to partner with eXp Realty last year. That's one of the reasons we've grown so fast when we're literally adding 500 to 1,000 agents a week. So the question, why would a broker owner want to move to eXp? The answers are plenty. First of all, the broker can eliminate their legal liability for all the licensees under them. As a broker owner, you're responsible for your agents, even though you can't control them. You have the legal liability. You guys know that are brokers. You can keep your identity subject to whatever your state's advertising regs are, of course. And what I mean by that is eXp doesn't care that you're Jane Doe Realty. You can be Jane Doe Realty brokered by eXp. So you don't lose your unanimity. You don't lose the advertising you spent tens of thousands of dollars on over the years. And as a broker owner, when you move your license to eXp, you have a $16,000 cap. So most you're going to pay in splits to eXp in an anniversary year. That pays for all of your office tasks. The bookkeeper that's taking care of your books and cutting your commission checks and keeping your earnest money account balanced. 1099s, what a pain in the butt that is at the end of the year. W-2s for your employees. The commission payables, earnest money payables, figuring out who in the heck gets this referral fee that the check came in the mail paid to my company, but I don't know what agent. And you got to go hunt that down. All those things are done for you. And if you're an icon level producer as a broker owner at eXp, you truly keep 100% of your commission. And how that works, you're on an 80-20 split, just like an agent is. And if you close 20 transactions after reaching your cap, you keep 100% of your commissions. You're not keeping 100% today. Many broker owners think they are because they own the company. But what about paying the light bill and the mortgage payment or the rent payment and the water and the coffee and the copiers and the fax machines and the computer systems and the lead generating systems and the websites that the agents are dying to have and complaining about when they don't generate enough leads? All that's done for you. You can eliminate your brick and mortar expense completely if you choose to. You don't have to. You can keep your sign out on the building, adding the brokered by eXp to stay legal with your state regs, but you can eliminate that expense. We're a virtual real estate company. We don't need brick and mortar. I just gave this comparison to somebody a few minutes ago. Inman said last week, eXp reported $4.4 million in Q3 earnings for 2022. Remax reported 100,000. Nothing wrong with Remax. I used to own a Remax. That's why I'm uniquely positioned to talk to you broker owners out there, because I've been in your chair. I've done your job. I've grown a large brokerage. You can ultimately earn more as a broker owner at eXp than you can in your own market. And why is that? Because you're not limited to growing your brokerage in your market anymore. You can grow a brokerage worldwide. You see, when you bring your 100 agents to eXp Realty, you're still going to get compensated on those. You're going to get revenue share off of those agents. But right now, your agents don't have an incentive, more than likely, to grow your brokerage with you, for you, by attracting other agents to the company. And at eXp, they do. Imagine a scenario where you brought your 100 agents to eXp and partnered with us, kept your name, kept your brand, added brokered by eXp to your advertising, brought your 100 agents over, and all of a sudden you wake up 5 years from now and those 100 agents, or 1,000 agents, because a handful of them recruited a few people who recruited a few people who recruited a few people, and all of a sudden you're not just in name your city and state, you're around the globe. We're in 23 countries today, 86,000 agents. You can now attract agents globally, not locally. That was one of my problems. As a Remax broker owner in the past, I found that I could only recruit in about a 10-mile radius from my office. Why? Because if an agent wanted to be a Remax agent, they went to the office closest to their home, because they had to go to the office then. They had to drop off checks. They had to drop off paperwork. They had to create files. They had to pick up a check and go to a closing. They had to come back to the office with a closing check. Then they had to go home again. Then they had to come back again in a day or two and pick up their commission check. All of that's electronic. So instead of growing your brokerage just in your local market, imagine not having the liability and growing a global brokerage with eXp and earning on thousands of agents potentially in your organization that you can build And as a member of the Freedom Team at eXp, I co-founded an organization that's almost 3,000 agents strong. We help you do this. You don't have to be a recruiter if you don't want to. eXp doesn't require that. And if you've never been a good recruiter in your brokerage, let somebody like me who has that unique experience to share not only your knowledge and your pain points that you felt as a broker owner, but let somebody like me help you create a large organization. That's what I do. As a broker owner at eXp, you'll receive stock awards. We're an agent-owned, publicly traded company. That includes you too, Mr. or Mrs. Broker. You can give your agents so much more, and you have an opportunity today to lead your agents to eXp rather than having them recruited away from you. When you bring an agent to eXp, you get a $400 stock award when they close their first deal. When you personally close your first deal every single calendar year, you get a $200 stock award. When you reach the icon level producer, you get a $16,000 stock award. I've won that 3 times in my 4 years at eXp. That $16,000 stock award in 2018 I won is today worth about $48,000. In my prior brokerages, I got a piece of paper called a certificate, or I got a block of wood called a plaque, or I got an attaboy pat on the back, maybe a Starbucks card when I recruited an agent. You can also take 5% of your commissions and buy stock at a 10% discount. Who wouldn't do that? I mean, would you buy $10 bills for $9 a piece? Heck yeah, you would. That's an optional program you and the agents you bring to eXp can participate in as well. The bottom line is this: you can offer your agents far more by bringing them to eXp than you can today. I guarantee that. There's not another company out there I know that's doing everything for the agents that we do. We've made real estate fun again. I don't know about you, but I was burned out. I was tired of the game. And when I came to eXp, I got a new spunk in my step. We've got competitive splits. We've got low fees. We've got stock awards. We've got the ability to share revenue. You know, this company pays 50% of the revenue they take in every month back to the agents that are growing the business. I couldn't afford to do that as a broker owner in my own franchise. I couldn't offer them over 80 hours a week of live interactive training. I'm not talking about pre-recorded stuff either. I'm talking about live. Hear that? Live and interactive. Interactive meaning we operate in a virtual world. My avatar, Tim Hollinden, has a blue sport coat on and old man with gray hair and black glasses. And when I go to a class, there's 10, 15, 20 of them a day typically offered. I sit my avatar down in a seat. I can raise my avatar hand. I can ask a question. The instructor's answering me, talking just like I'm talking right now. That's part of the interaction. But the other part is I'm also hearing the Q&A that the other students in the room are asking and the answers they're getting. It's a little weird the first couple times till you learn how to stand up, sit down, raise your hand, put your hand back down, that sort of thing. But after a couple times, you'd swear you were in a physical classroom, but you never left the comfort of your home or wherever you choose to do business. Every agent gets a $6,000 market price KVCORE website, lead engine, and CRM. I couldn't have provided that to my agents as a broker owner of a franchise. KVCORE is the name of it. It's about $1,500 to turn it on, and then $500 a month to get their full-blown system that every eXp agent just has to ask for. Just say, yeah, please turn on my KVCORE website, CRM, and lead generating machine. In about 5 to 7 business days, it's turned on, generating leads for your agents. And we all know we need more leads today. Buying leads is becoming a thing of the past. The quality, the quantity has gone down drastically. I used to be a huge spender of the major lead providers. And lastly, it's lonely being a broker owner. Who do you turn to when you have a question? Your attorney, your accountant? How about interfacing with broker owners just like you all over the globe? We're 86,000 agents strong as of this recording. And every single week, I'm talking to people all over the country and in many cases, the globe. We collaborate like no other because you know what? We don't have competition in our local office. My training used to be done by the smartest man or woman in my office. They never gave 100% of their knowledge to the rest of the agents because they knew they were training their competitors in their local market. We don't have that at eXp. Our staff trainers and our icon level agents pour into one another on a regular basis. Our Freedom Team members pouring into each other 5, 6, 7 times a week in regularly scheduled classes, masterminds. Why? Because we all own the company. If I can help you succeed, the company succeeds. And when the company succeeds, all of us are succeeding as agent owners. That's the EXP difference. I'm Tim Hollinden, former broker owner of a RE/MAX franchise, former and current team leader. So if you're a broker owner, if you're a team leader wanting to see how you can really throw gasoline on your fire, reach out to me. Let's chat.